What's up, guys?
Hey.
We got it going. Hopefully, we got it going right. We had a little bit of Facebook glitch again. Sorry about that, but luckily we recovered very quickly. As you guys know, I'm Fran LaSavage and Amy, also from the Savage Ladies. Thank you so much for Straight Jacket Romance and 413 making their appearance.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just hitting replay.
I know.
We had some computer glitches to the audience, so we apologize. Like some went wrong and it wasn't connecting, and Facebook sent a message, and we had to reboot and restart everything, so it got delayed a little bit. We apologize about that, but we were able to pick it up real quick. So, guys, you want to tell everyone who you are and what kind of music you play?
Sure. So we'll start. We are Straight Jacket Romance. My name is Winter Rose. We are missing my sister, Scarlet Rain. And then this is, drumroll,
Chaos AD. Doomsday Jesus, all capitalized.
Ricochet on the drums. Degenerate.
And we play bands. We play a lot of new metal, post-alternative. We play bands like Chevelle, Breaking Benjamin, In This Moment, Pretty Reckless, Saliva, Tool. What am I missing, guys?
Korn,
Linkin Park. Yep.
All kinds of stuff. All good, though. It's all good.
Yeah.
You're going to have fun.
That's awesome. I actually kind of want to. I dropped a hint. I don't remember who I was talking to a few days ago about asking what kind of specific genre, like bands you guys play, and I never finished telling why. I'll talk to you guys privately later about that. Don't worry about it, Amy.
All right, so I'm my name's Dave. I'm representing band 413. Unfortunately, everyone, Thanksgiving weekend, everyone's got a lot of family commitments, but they sent the bass player as the sacrificial lamb here along, I guess. We have two lead singers, Jennifer and our newest member, Angie. They both rock the harmonies really well. We have two lead guitarists as well, right? Mike Nieskowski and David Buer, and then our drummer Damian Thompson. And I said, I'm our bass player. So hey. Kind of music we play, we do a wide variety. We definitely lean towards and prefer the heavier stuff, but we'll do shows where we'll play everything from Katy Perry to Metallica, and so we kind of stretch along what type of show it might be, what length of show it might be, and we just kind of try to adjust and have a variety that we can bring to the show. A lot of AC/DC, do some Pretty Reckless, some Donna Summer.
That's an incredible wide range. It really is. But that's awesome. I'm very musically well-rounded, so I get it. You can't. It's hard for me to just like one genre. I love it all.
Yeah,
and
that's a good thing.
People do.
And sometimes people see our set list, go, that's interesting or a stretch, and it's like, yeah, but we tend to put a little more gain up on some of those poppier songs. So we definitely turn them into a little bit of I won't say metal, but we definitely we call it, we'll hailstorm them up a little bit.
Nice. It's a good thing to have a wide variety. You can cater to a bigger audience and kind of adjust based on the particular show or who's in the crowd and what they're kind of digging. So very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely looking forward to this. It's a great range of music. I mean, I love cover music, especially in the 90s. That was like the age that we just started becoming, who we're gonna be as adults. It set the tone. So I definitely love the 80s and 90s. Huge on that. Really stoked to have it. Have everyone here and the ladies taking the mic. That wish we could have had more, but I know the holidays. It's hard. But you guys made it happen, and I appreciate that. So it's gonna be really cool. Looking forward to this. There's quite a few people saying hello. I don't know if you guys have seen that on the comment section.
I can't find the comment section because I'm on my phone. So
yeah, you're gonna be denied. We got the Clinton Phillips says he loves him some Straight Jacket Romance.
Yeah, CJ. What up, CJ?
Yeah, Graven McCain finally made it. Angie States from the Georgia Metal Alliance. She's in the Illinois chapter. She says, good afternoon. Let's see who else we got. I don't know if you guys can see it from here. And let's see. Nancy Brown. Hey, Straight Jacket Romance. When is your next show? Ironically.
I think it's Saturday, right?
Yeah, we're playing Saturday.
Is it this? Do you have one coming this Saturday?
Yeah, December 4th.
Well, you're more than welcome. Go ahead, promote it. You're more than welcome. This is your show. It doesn't have to be just Krampus. Own it. Take it. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and promote yourself.
I don't even know. They tell me where to go. I think it's Saturday, right? December 4th.
He just goes where he's told to go, and he's there. I get it.
I know more about the show than they do. He just.
No, dude. It's like, all right. And then I'm there.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Right. I think Marla just sent a message. Yeah, Marla sent a message. I'm like looking. I'm like, Amy, you're on this with me. And we got a lot of people saying hello. We got Nancy Brown saying hello. Clinton saying hell yeah to the 90s. Mindy Cassell Brinzo says she's watching. Marla, one of our other savages, she's always on the go and doing a lot of photos for a lot of a lot of the cover band shows. Says hello guys, hello to the band. Sorry the savage couldn't be there. Stuck at work for the holiday weekend running specials.
Mindy is watching. She's like,
You what?
My sister. Tell her we say cheers and we miss her.
Okay, I have no idea who your sister is, but he says cheers and he misses you. Got Amy DiGiovanni, miss you, Mindy. Oh, that's to Mindy. Okay, moving on. Hi, Daniel. a lot of hellos. I know you guys are distant from your laptop, so you might not be able to see the small print, but I'll keep you updated on that. But really cool. Definitely looking forward to the show. It's going to be December 11th at Penny Road Pub, and it starts at 8:30. And 413, David, you guys are going to be playing first. Your set is for an hour and a half.
Yep.
And I'm loving this, like just 6 hours, 3 hours of nothing but cover bands from the 80s and 90s. I mean, that's going to be awesome.
Our sets also work. The music we play with Straight Jacket works pretty well together. We did a show at Penny Road about a month and a half or so ago. Mm-hmm. Other than some just crazy technical issues, it was a lot of fun, and they sounded awesome. And it kind of does mix because we have some crossover songs with them. We definitely have more pop based stuff, but it definitely crosses over very well in the audience. You went from more of a classic rock band to us, who kind of is pop into more metal or to harder stuff. Straight Jacket Romance definitely has that harder edge, and then an all original metal band at the end of the night. So it actually that kind of a show, those work really well together. So we love it. That's why we like playing out a lot. We love meeting bands like this who are similar, but we can just feel like we fit in on stage no matter what. It just kind of any of the fans of either group can actually like the other groups, and especially when you work if you have a longer show like that, working a progression is awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. I think it's going to be an awesome show. I'm looking for it's going to be a nice progression into just you're going to start the night out just right to start everything out, and then just ease into the bang. And it's I love it. We all know that, but I can't wait. I really can't wait. And of course, go ahead. What's up, hon?
So what he's talking about, the other band that played in back of us, they're also friends of ours. They're called the Lunatics Fringe.
Yeah.
Are awesome.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Very cool band. Yeah,
Lunatics Fringe. They're
good.
awesome. They're awesome. I'm actually really good friends with the drummer Pete myself. And he's in a couple of other bands. He's also in Spamicidal Jelly, which is often misspoken as spermicidal jelly, but it cracks me up still. But that was a really cool show because I was there. I remember. I think that was the October 23rd show.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I do remember because you guys hit me up back in like September, like, Fran, we're giving you plenty of notice. I'm like, I'm there. And even Amy came. We made it happen. So that was definitely a really cool show. And so definitely looking forward to this one. And as everyone knows, it's Krampus Kristmass. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. And for those who just recently found out or don't know what Krampus is.
I feel like we have this conversation.
Krampus is, it's the Santa Claus for the naughty. If you haven't been nice, you ain't going to get that you're not going to get that red jolly guy down the chimney. You're going to get the angry, dark, gothic looking Santa knocking at your door with a sack full of crampy gifts. and like
coal?
I think
Wouldn't it just be a bag of coal?
If I can find enough coal, I'm gonna work on that. I gotta work on it.
How about like a vacuum cleaner to make my kids do the work?
It's an option. Anything that'll just make your Christmas crampy, I'm game. I'm gonna give you that crampy Christmas, okay? And you guys are there to accommodate me, which is even better. And a couple of the ladies possibly dressing up a little bit.
Yeah, we've got Jen from 413. She told me she's working on a costume. I believe her and Angie are both working on something. She was pretty excited about it. So
yeah, I got a little something going, not a whole lot, but I got a little something going myself, and I just may or may not be seen in a dress. Very, very, very rare moment.
yeah, I've never seen that. So.
But no, still gonna love it, and we rumor has it that we are gonna have an actual Krampus stalking the fans. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing some really freaked out fans running from him. I'm hoping for the best on scare on that one. A little bit of Christmas, or Halloween for just Nightmare Before Christmas. That's where I'm going with that. But that's gonna be cool. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing everyone. But I'd like to get to know the bands a little bit better if you guys want to move forward with some questioning. Yeah. All right. Let's see. We already went through all that. All right. Let's start with David. We'll start with you.
All right.
When did 413 and how did it be? Oh, it start and how did it come about?
It actually, there's still 2 original members left in the band. It formed a little over 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So it was just a bunch of friends playing music together. They played at a party for people, and the folks at their party said, "You should form a band." So that was about 15 years ago. Now Jen and I joined 3 years ago. So Jennifer Brown and I were, we just came in, a bass, new singer, and we've added a couple more pieces, just a few other change outs over the past couple of years. David Buer has been a friend of the band for a very long time. He he used to run sound for them and such. They always said, "Hey, you should bring your guitar and play play on stage with us every so often if you want." And then we had a member leave, and he just stepped right in and filled in. And most recently, we've added Angie Miller. We're trying to do more rounding out of the vocals, try to do more harmonies, try to do just more fills. And if you guys saw them at the show back in October, that was Angie's debut with us. So things will just get better from there. We thought she did an awesome job.
That's cool. So yeah, that was 15 years. I had no idea.
Yeah, they have definitely been around for a very long time.
Where did you guys come up with it? Where did the name come from? 413. Is that an area code?
It's actually the address. It's an address. So the band, they were doing their first thing, thinking we should do this. We should do this. What should we go as? They turn around and there's an address plaque that says 413, and so that's just stuck with them ever since. And when I joined, right? I kind of liked it because it was unique. It wasn't, it was, some bands have numbers in them and such, but it's kind of rare, and it's one that it's not. Well, no one else uses it, so either good or bad. It may not be that popular, but it's we pretty much incorporated. We'll throw it into the songs every so often. If there's a number in a song, somehow it's just going to morph into 413.
That's cool. I always wondered about that. I'm like, is that an area code? It's got to be an area code. And I'm looking at Illinois. Where do we have area code?
Yeah, most popular guesses are always it's an area code or a road, an interstate or something that means something, but it's
nice.
That's cool.
So, Straight Jacket Romance. How long you guys been together, and how did that come about?
Oh wait.
All
right.
You gotta speak loud.
This is all right. Oh wait. This is a loaded question.
Everybody sit this. Ready. He's gonna go. We're gonna release him.
He's getting up close and personal. Let's do this.
Okay. So me and stay over here. We've been playing music together since we were like 30 years. We had other bands. We had a lot of bands. Me and him have been playing together forever, since we picked up guitars and we were kids. So, like I said, we were another band, and all this shit happened. And then I had to stop playing for a little while, and then I picked it up back up because we had a drummer he passed from cancer, and then we found Rick because of I'm not supposed to use her names. But anyway, what happened is I was driving my workshop one day, and I'm like, if I'm going to start a new band, this is what I want to play. And then we hired Eileen. Yeah.
I don't feel so. I'm terrible too. It's okay. I'm terrible with
Cover's
names.
been blown.
Basically, what happened is we put together this project. It was something that I sort of came up with in my head. The name came from our stepbrother, or half-brother, and it just fit what we did, and we love it. We're like a family, and I guess that's about it, right? I should
That about sums it up. But you don't have to shut up. You did a really good job. That about sums it up. It's been.
They need to tell me to shut up.
Sometimes we just let them go and we see what happens.
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining.
Right. Exactly. So
You can surprise you. You never know.
You never know what you're gonna say.
That is true, and everybody actually knows that about me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not allowed to have a microphone.
That is true.
Hey, Chaos. Scarlet Rain says that's not the whole story, but whatever.
You know, he was here.
Yes.
Yeah, Carol says, hold on. We got quite a few people dropping messages on this story. Hold on. Carol says Scarlett, Dustin, and Andy started the band. And Amy DiGiovanni says that you need a leash.
Tell her to be quiet.
Oh, that is awesome. All right, so for those of you that if you know how well you know your history of the band, or if you were there for it, how much has the band changed or grown from when it started to where it's at today? Go ahead. Yeah,
go first.
Okay, I'll go first. So yeah, the weird thing is I don't know how far. I'm probably one of the worst people to say how far our band has progressed. I could just kind of comment on from when I started. I did see them. When I was looking around for a band, I was just sort of looking, and we just found each other, and it worked. What others have told us, and what I love seeing is more and more lately, the crowd reaction is getting better. Right, people getting up and jamming to the songs. We love Penny Road, where now we added another singer, and we're trying to incorporate that and make it fit quickly. And everything seemed to work. People just loved it. So what Damien and Mike have told me is that they think this is the strongest lineup they've ever had, top to bottom. And what I've seen, I do tend to agree, but I haven't seen them for 13 years. I've seen them for 3, but it's been a lot of fun, and we got to play a lot of great spots and got to meet a lot of great bands. Again, we had even with I don't want to try and drag too much to it. The show we had with Straight Checker Romance was for us one of the funnest shows we played. If it was there was certain technical difficulties going on all night for every band, right? And it wasn't anything. You couldn't predict it. You just had to deal with it, and it worked out fine. If it hadn't been for that, it would have been just totally epic. But it was just it's just such a great thing to see the band come forward like this, and now get more and more people out and coming to the shows, and more reactions, and playing more gigs. And what I love about it is meeting all these other great bands.
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely see that. How about Straight Jacket? How about you guys?
Yeah,
the evolution of the band.
Can you repeat the question?
So it's the evolution of the band from where it started to where it is now. I think we have a great story of evolution. These guys started it, and with Scarlett, and we lost Scarlett, we got Scarlett back, and it's been an organic growth, and it allows us to have more dynamic, to play with the crowd more, to interact with each other, and really are able to show on the stage how much, we are a family, and that comes across in our performances. So I think our evolution of where they started this sprouting to where it is, and it just continues to grow, and we continue to just be better and push ourselves and fun.
I mean, where we started this, this whole thing came from somewhere else. And we have dedicated, we're all dedicated here. That's why we're all here. And, we're missing our sister, but she has family stuff going on and she needs to take care of that. And family comes first. And then music. So
Yeah.
we're very passionate about what we do, and I hope that comes across like when we're on stage.
Yeah.
Like I think that it comes across. I could ask other people, and that's what I want, and that's what I think needs to happen, and I think it actually does. We just, like she was saying, like we have a good sort of dynamic together, and it all fucking works. Oh, am I allowed to swear?
Yes,
You're okay to swear. It's fine. We're through YouTube. I learned that before. Facebook deleted my original podcasting when I went through them, and yeah, it eliminated everything just because of swear words. I'm like, all right, YouTube. So you're safe. Especially with me running the show, we need YouTube. All right, now I asked David this, but I didn't ask you guys. Straight Jacket, how did you come up with that name? I'm just saying that is great. It's a great name.
Okay, so me and this guy here, who've been playing together for our whole lives, we've known each other since 1983. He is a half brother, and who I consider my younger brother because we're family. We've been friends forever. His half brother was like, how about he's the one, he just came up with the name. We were working on a garage door together. Like, it's called Straight Jacket Romance. And I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's literally how because we were looking for a name forever. Well, not really forever, but for a while. We were throwing out these names, and we had to fight one band member at the time, but I said, this is the name. This is the name. Straight Jacket Romance. There is a reason behind. If you put all those words together, really think about it, it makes sense. It's like you can't be in a relationship without romance and without having a
crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like it doesn't work that way.
Right.
So, to me, it's a perfect name for the band because it's chaotic, just like any relationship that you're ever in.
Yeah, I can. You know what? It's a great name, and it makes sense. Scarlet put love is crazy, and sometimes you need a straight jacket to contain it.
Yeah.
I get it. No, I totally get it. I mean, that's why I said it's a great name. I mean, it makes sense. You know, you guys remember the movie War of the Roses?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Right? I want that to be me. I mean, not, but yeah. But I mean, that's an awesome name. So I mean, just when I first heard that name, I was like, "What? What?" I'm like, "That's great." Definitely caught my attention. So that was really cool.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Amy, you want to go ahead for the next one?
Sure. So we'll start with Dave from 413. So is there a place that you played or like a particular show that's been kind of like your favorite so far?
You know what? Honestly, the most recent one that has been the favorite was the Penny Road gig we did with Straight Jacket Romance, and it was just pure out of chaos. Just came like it was this connection. It was one of those times the crowd just seemed to connect, and everything seemed to work well. Even though, I mean, literally we're up 5 minutes on the stage for us trying to figure out how to get our guitarist sound to feed through my bass amp at one point, just so we could get a sound out there, right? But it all seemed to, everyone in the crowd, it was so great, and everything just formed up real well. That was one of the favorites. And then even the week after that too was also awesome at a Halloween show where it kind of continued, where we're all full makeup. It was the Harley Twins and the Jokers, right? So the whole band was either 2 Harley Quinns and 4 Jokers, and just
you know what? That's
crushed
a
the
beautiful
show.
thing. That's a beautiful thing. Harley Quinn's taking that mic.
And it was the same kind of thing where it was the same kind of feeling of that show where, okay, great. It didn't have to be 1,000 people in that room because every one of them was, just jamming along with the band. So it was those, 2 in a row, just some awesome shows, for sure. The only other one I could think of, maybe bring us back a little bit to, we did in Mundelein during the COVID last year. We did a benefit show when they were starting to, in June, starting to let people kind of reopen things outdoors. I know several of the stores in Mundelein. I know several of the restaurant owners, and we arranged a mini street party that's kind of grown that area now for music from when we kind of started it. So I set up something with our band and some of the School of Rock bands, and we played basically a free festival for them for the open air diners. And now it's kind of that's flourished. They've got one of the biggest open mics Friday nights you'll see, filled with people and such there. And so we help kind of launch that for them and help those businesses kind of get, kind of show them that, hey, we're going to do this for you. It was School of Rock, so all sorts of parents were eating and helping out the local businesses. So they had a ton of business out that way for a weekend with music. And then they started continuing that live music tradition over that summer and now through this summer. So some of the favorite things I've had to be part of with these guys.
Very cool. So Straight Jacket Romance, how about you guys? Is there like a favorite show you've had or favorite place to play?
I think it's every show we play is just fun. We thrive on the chaos, like Penny Road.
Yeah,
it was fun no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, with, like the degenerate back here is saying, I mean, it's sort of hard to pinpoint, like, which one is there. It's like having, we have kids. You can't pick which kid is the best kid.
Especially when they're right there.
Right?
Well,
When they're staring you down.
sometimes you can, depending on the day, right?
Yeah.
Overall, I'll agree, but on any given day.
But how we sort of look at it is, anytime that we go out and play, and we're all in this together. Dave, you're in it with us. I mean, it's how it goes. We're all peers in this thing, and what we choose this. And to me, any show that we're going out and we're putting out, like how do I say, our product?
Yeah, and we leave it all out there. We bring the best every time, and it. Yeah,
I don't.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly what the degenerate just said. I don't care if it's one person or 500 people. I don't care. I'm always going to play the same way, unless it breaks, then I get a little mad.
That's a separate thing.
But I've been like all of you. I've been doing this a very, very long time, and a couple other bands, and if I get to play music, I get to put my guitar on and sing for people. I feel like, I'm being blessed. I get to play with, I get to play with other bands. To me, that's very important. So for me to pick out a favorite song, I really can't even answer that.
I would agree. It's too hard to pinpoint that. We've had times where even shows have been canceled. We're like, that's okay. We're still going to play. We'll put something together because we just like to be able to play.
Yeah. We invited, what was that? We invited, they canceled one of our shows because of some COVID notion, right?
Yeah.
And we invited everybody to our rehearsal spot. And we put on our, you know, we did our gear and we played. People showed up at my house.
Yeah, house was packed.
Very cool.
That's awesome. I'm just gonna cut this one off for a second. Dave, love your cat. Your cat making his first time appearance live on camera.
That is my desk mate for COVID. It's
I'm watching them talk. All of a sudden, I see a cat's face pop into the screen.
yeah. He just decided to stick his nose in it.
He looks like Foxy.
He's an 18-pound cat, so yeah. When he says I want to get in the shot, he's going to get in the shot.
That's beast mode.
Dave, I got 3 cats roaming around here.
Oh,
so do we.
Yeah, we're a cat family.
This is the one.
It was cute. All of a sudden, I just see his head. He's pawing at his shoulder, like, "Hey,
Hey, what about me?"
That's awesome. I am so looking forward to having you guys. I mean, just obviously you guys mesh very well for people to constantly keep bringing you guys back together to the same venue at the same night. Obviously, the vibe is running very well, just like you guys are. So that's actually an amazing thing. You know, that's awesome that you guys are connecting and vibe so well, and the music just blends into the night as perfect as it does, and that's awesome. I love that. So here's a question for both of you, and we can start with ladies first. Straight Jacket, we'll start with you first this time. Has the band always been women fronted? Have the ladies always owned the mic, or has it changed up over time?
So no, yes, it originally started with Scarlett, and we've had a couple other females who've periodically, but yes, it's always been fronted. I get to play up here with these guys and vocally support me in that too. And Scarlett and I together, we just, it's a great dynamic, and it's really empowering. I know I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. It's really empowering being a woman up there, singing a genre that can typically be dominated by men. And we come up there and we fucking tear the house down. So it's really awesome. And I love that I'm supported by these great guys up here, and that Scarlett and I get to do what we do, and they lift us up the whole way. So it's really fantastic.
It's awesome. How about you? How about you, David?
So the band started with a male singer many years ago. They've gone through several versions. At one point, they had a male and female, like co-leads, and then kind of exclusively went with a couple female singers before Jen. And now it's Jen, and we added Angie. And the thing I do like, though, is they do give the rest of us do get a little bit of a chance to show off at times. So we actually get I get like a half song or two here and there that I can bring out some vocals and such too. So it's really great that we can mix up like that. But it is essentially now we have like dual female leads right now, which is which I think brings a great sound for us. And a lot of the answers, Jen would give that almost the exact same answer to everything about how she feels great on stage. I know Angie for sure as well. So I've known Angie for a couple of years too, even though she just recently joined the band. That they both love that the power you get on stage, being yourself and just being out there and not trying to think of it as it's a guy song or a girl song, just thinking of it as a song and just rip it.
Yeah. Can I interject on that real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's going to take a second, but real quick.
What Dave was just saying is exactly what I tell my girls. It don't matter who's, if it's a male voice or not, because my girls, and Scarlett's not here, but my girls, then I say that.
We know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
They know how to get the fucking job done. Like they're awesome.
Okay, general public, you heard this coming from a man's mouth. The ladies know how to get the job done. Remember that. Okay.
I just said that.
She gave you credit for it.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying. Chaos said it came from straight from a man's mouth. We can get it done.
Well,
All right, we will outman you.
He was just talking about the two ladies in his band. Really.
I know. I'm just being a jerk. Just being
a jerk. Not true because I can't get it done too, and my daughter can get it done. Sometimes you guys are better than we are because we think in one way, but these girls they can do what needs to be done, and sometimes when they're singing, like I just close my eyes and play my guitar, and it's like one of the best things ever. Enjoy. Yeah, like exactly what he just said. But
absolutely, I can understand that. You get lost in the power of their voice, and you just lose yourself. I get it.
Yeah, and they coordinate with each other, and it like changes when you're talking about dynamics. It changes fucking everything. And it's awesome, and I'm very proud to be part of it. And I'm very proud and happy to have these guys here. And she's okay.
I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Chaos, I got to pass a message from Scarlett.
Okay.
Okay. Scarlett asked me to give you a message.
Okay.
Just look at your screen. Look at the screen.
I'm trying, but I can't see that far.
This is the only message.
Oh yeah.
I can't see any comments, so I don't know what's going on.
She said face palm and tell Chaos face palm from Scarlett.
How about this?
That's too funny. Oh my god. Amy, you want to go with the next one, hon?
I was just gonna say, I think both bands have just really great chemistry on stage. I think, it really shows on stage that, you guys are like a family. And that's great. I think that comes off well on stage. People see that and can kind of relate to that more. And I think that's awesome. Like I said, that goes for both bands.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be hard to find that chemistry with other musicians, So
especially on that small stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that many musicians, that many instruments, especially on like a penny stage, that's cramped. Props to you guys. I'd be tripping over wires, my own feet.
Jen's first.
Oh, I do that all the time. So.
Jen's first warning to Angie was just watch out. He swings that bass arm around a lot, and I'm laughing. I'm like, I usually just put in a position where I'm not going to hit somebody if we're walking around, but it's like, yeah.
It's to the point probably where you know exactly at what point that bass is going to start swinging, so you automatically just duck because you know it's coming.
But Jen sometimes just sees it and thinks, "Oh my God, he's crazy. He's going to hit me."
So on that note, I got to ask, as far as like tripping on stage and hitting each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any disasters on stage? Following whatever, Dave, you want to start?
Oh sure, we'll talk about our embarrassing things first.
I've had plenty myself.
We haven't run into each other, thankfully. We did have one. It almost so during one of our songs, right? There's a part where we just do a stop, and it's part of the thing. Jen went, the line just goes stop, and we stop. And early on in that song, and then you wait for the crowd to react. And early on, I was thinking, this has got to be a bit. You got to do something here. And Mike and I, the lead guitarists, get along real well, so we'll screw with each other. Just kind of go over, pretend to mess with each other on stage or whichever. So I started doing something where I would actually just physically stop whatever I was doing until the song restarted. And at one point, we came up with a little gag where I just go across the stage and just do like a fake punch in front of his face. Except the one time when then he leaned forward right as I was doing it. And we saw it enough time to not cold clock him.
Oh, that'd
but
be great.
We changed the motion after we changed that setup after that because that was like, oh.
Did he play it off good? That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We both. I mean, we both saw it. Wait, as soon as I was doing this, because Jen goes, and stop, and I'm seeing him do this, so I kind of
like a
then
slow
the
motion, like
worst. It was one of the worst fake looking punches ever because I just kind of did something like this to go to the side. Oh. Other than that, the only other things that, and again, people may or may not pick up on it, but we laugh it off because we'll just adjust. But we definitely had times when we start a song, but half the band is playing song A and half the band is playing song B. And they're so close that it's like it's a similar beat and rhythm, and then you just Jen starts singing. We're like, well, we better switch. I'll switch to this one. So that's happened. It hasn't happened in a while, but that has happened.
Too funny. What about you guys? Straight Jacket? Any unexpected accidents or crazy things happen to you while on stage?
So I had one, and Chaos over here is like, "What are you talking about?" Because apparently I played it off so well that he doesn't even remember. It was actually on the Penny Road stage in these shoes. I mean, yeah.
Those are cute as hell, by the way.
Thank you. And I love them, and they're so comfortable. But I got a cord wrapped around the heel, and like I spun and went down, so my back was to the audience, and I'm sitting on the ground. And Doomsday over here is looking at me like, do I keep playing or are you gonna pull this off? And so I kick my shoes off and I hop back up. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And we finished the song. So apparently I played it off because this one didn't even know. But yeah, that was a good one.
Actually, I think I remember that.
See, I told you it happened.
That is too funny.
And this band, I don't think I've had any, I don't think I hurt anybody, right?
You took me out once, but it wasn't even bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we're fine. We battle.
Yeah, when I was young, I played once. But that was in a different time of my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for the most part, things run pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
Doomsday back here, he puts our set list together. We need to know where we are. We need to know what we're playing. Ricochet gets us right to where we need to be. The degenerate, he is a complete degenerate. He does awesome. We have this formula where it all works.
It does. We don't know how it works sometimes, but it just does.
As long as it does.
It's a chaotic, organized mess. Right? So, what are we doing? Does that mean he'll be back, or is he doing something?
Sorry, we lost our sound for a minute.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't know if he was going to give us like a personal live stage show or something. I'm like, what is he doing? Oh my gosh. Nancy Brown says she loves your stage name, Straight Jacket.
Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nancy Brown likes our stage name.
Oh yeah, she's okay.
All right, so I want to have a couple of fun questions I'm going to throw at you guys. All right, we're going to throw it off a little bit, have some fun.
Okay.
Let's see. Do you guys remember the show Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yes.
Yes.
I never heard of it.
All right, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Literally that joke.
If you were to be in the next fight, who would you want to be? Who would you want to fight in a Celebrity Deathmatch ring?
Joe Biden.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was like a way quicker answer than I
That
expected.
is, you know what? I'm not even mad at it.
Am I wrong?
Whether people agree or not, anything goes with the Savages.
I don't care if
mean,
anybody
we don't
agrees.
care.
That's what you asked me. That's the answer.
It was great. What about you, Jem? This is for each one of you. These are individual questions.
Oh God.
See, the answers I have that are funny would be ones I just like get my ass kicked by though.
By who? What, in Celebrity
But when you
Deathmatch
first said
or
it, so I was
reality?
thinking Eric Cartman versus somebody. I'm just,
Tell her she's gotta get off the phone.
but I'm like anyone I'm thinking of, I would just lose to.
Well, who would you? Okay, so you would like to fight Eric Cartman?
For lack of a better one.
That is too funny. What about everyone else in Straight Jacket? Who would you guys want to be in a celebrity deathmatch ring with?
You're probably on the same level as me.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take two of us to get by. I mean, one of us would be plenty.
Well, since I'm the Doomsday Jesus, I probably would have to pick regular day Jesus.
Who you got?
Okay, let's see.
But hang on, now it's
okay.
fucked up.
Now, say, we have no sound again? Okay.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, celebrity deathmatch for me. Right. Taylor Swift.
There you go. There you go. And you know what? I would love to watch that. I so would. Why don't you take her down? No offense, Taylor. Take her
no
down.
offense to her.
Give her something to cry about. All right. What about the rest of you?
I had nothing to do with these questions, by the way.
No. We just set up our own questions and we say, okay, don't duplicate. And then we go with it. And then I just come up random. So, Amy, you got one? I got a million. But
A question or
you what?
a question or
Yeah. Well, okay, you know what? What about you? You want to be in a celebrity deathmatch ring? Who would you want to fight?
Oh, jeez.
Fight me.
Well, we're not really celebrities, so
It's okay. We would be after that one.
let's do it.
That's awesome.
We gotta do
No,
our-
seriously
we gotta
though,
do
if you
our
have any
shot
questions,
challenge and then do it.
you what?
Do this. We got to do our shot challenge and
Yeah,
then
we still.
fight.
You know what? We should make our own. Okay, we
It could be like
need to
a
talk
whole-
about this. We're gonna start doing something live for fun.
Gonna
We're gonna do this,
keep
but we'll talk
adding
about
to
that
this.
another time. All right, so go ahead and ask them a question. I'm gonna look for some more fun questions to ask them.
Oh boy. Wait. Are you guys still answering?
No.
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
we're done.
Answer anything you want to talk about.
He will. Tell us for any questions you have.
I don't have any ridiculous questions like Fran. I don't know. If you were a fruit, what kind of fruit would you be and why? Come on. I don't know. We'll just wait for Fran. She seems to have this figured out.
I can have some fun. Or I can go. I'll keep it a little bit more businesslike. All right. Did you guys? We'll start with David. Did you always want to be a musician, or did you have plans to? Like, was it always just like a hobby and a passion, or is this something that just happened?
I kind of took the long way around to get to like playing out. I've always played. All right, so I played guitar since I've been about 15, but never in any kind of a working band. Revelation time, until 413. They're my first, playing out, getting paid professional musician band. But I've been involved in certain ways. I've always played something, but I got serious. I kind of followed my kid into it. My son started playing bass. He plays with School of Rock. He was in their top band at the local School of Rock. And so I was around a lot of that at the time. I started getting into lessons in one of their just performance groups just to say, hey, do I want to do this? Do I want to go again? Right. And try and actually join a band this time for real. And it ended up working out.
That's cool.
So it's a very long, but always wanted to do something. Always, played a little bit, hung out with bands. Back in the 90s when Dirty Nellies in Palatine, the old one, kind of turned things around for local music in the suburbs. I knew all the bands in there, friends with the house band, the guys that booked all the bands. So, everyone, kind of like almost like a roadie sidekick kind of a thing until recently.
That's cool. But you found your way though.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How about you guys in Straight Jacket? How about you guys? Did you guys did you know you wanted to be musicians, or further progress into that passion, or did it just kind of start happening?
I didn't really realize I was a drummer until my little brother was in a band, and the dude that was playing drums, he left his drums in my basement. I check those things out. And
I was in that band.
and that's when I realized I can do that, and I've been playing ever since. That was in 1986 something.
7.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't know until I rocked up here, and I'm gonna hit those things.
That's awesome.
Those things. It's phenomenal drummer.
I mean, are we all answering this? Or? Yeah.
Right. Release him again.
Release the beast.
So for me, it was like the first time I heard Master of Puppets. I was building a model. Me and him, we used to build models and stuff. I had my old Sony Walkman. Yeah. And I'm hearing this sound. Like, that's what I wanted to. We didn't actually pick up instruments for like team, but we never put them down since then.
I used to listen to like Poison and Motley Crue and watch their videos and try to like mimic them in front of the TV and stuff. Like, yeah, I pretty much wanted to be a rock star.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll mirror that. As a little girl, I used to like put on stage productions. I would get my friends together, and I'm like, let's start a band. And I always want to dress up, and I would drag all of my friends into doing it, and they're like, Eileen, it's nuts. And so yeah, I always wanted to be, and I actually was a music major in college. I studied German and Italian opera, and then just kind of filled in with bands wherever I could until I found my home with Straight Jacket. So yeah, I always wanted to be a rock star.
I started playing when I was I watched Song Remains the Same, thinking it was and I wanted to go. You know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's definitely a passion, and you can see it the way you guys are all beaming when you say it. I mean, it's definitely a passion. It's not just a hobby, Clinton has a question, which was on my list. It was actually 2 more, so I'll just jump ahead. Clinton Phillips said, "Who is?" Let's see. Good question is who is the most famous person you know, met, or were inspired by? David, whoever wants to go first.
I can go for it from a music standpoint. It was random happenings at Columbia College. We were taking my son down to do a student visit. Right, he's interested in going to the school, and it was, we're riding up an elevator and we look and see Daryl Jones giving a seminar today at lunchtime at Columbia College. So we actually got to go. Even though we weren't part of the school, they let us in. We got to go meet one of the Rolling Stones.
That's cool as well.
It was insane. We had got a picture of him and my son, which is probably fairly rare, right? Because it's how often do you just walk in and see, say, any famous musician just walking down the street and going, "Can I take a picture?" So, but it was great. He had a lot of really great stories, and hopefully a good inspiration for my son, who is he's definitely interested in pursuing music. So, but just one of those cool brushes with with a really great player.
That is awesome. How about you guys, Straight?
Can you repeat the question?
Anybody?
Yeah, it was from Clinton Phillips. He said, "Who is the most famous person you met, know, or were inspired by?"
I met Tony Iommi and Ronnie James Dio.
Really? That's pretty awesome.
They played Heaven and Hell. Remember that band?
Oh, I remember Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
A little band called Black Sabbath. They were big ones.
Some little band, yeah.
I met him at a meet and greet, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if this young man has ever heard of a band called Red. They're one of my absolute favorite bands, and I've met them several times. They played for us on their tour bus and everything. We played the Red song. It's called "Breathe Into Me." But they're an amazing band. But other than that, I don't really care that much. And inspiration comes from what I hear. So it's a different thing. Yeah, anybody here?
So I've met a lot of celebrities. I worked at Disney, so I've met so many celebrities. But I would have to say one like female stage persona that I got to meet when I was younger was Lori Morgan, and she's a country singer. It's okay. She was a hoot, and I got to be backstage with her, and she was a lot of fun when she was putting on a show. And when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I could do this, and she was out there doing her thing and a strong woman, and so yeah, she inspired me a lot.
That's cool. That's awesome. Well, you guys, we do need to kind of start having to close this up. Yeah, I know. I could still keep going, but I have to be at work. I'm owning this. This is my fault. I got to be at work. So Outback, just saying. Come see me, Jen. It's the new location. You guys, thank you so much for coming on. I wish we could go longer, but I can't, unfortunately. And Amy doesn't have the connection to keep it going. But definitely look forward to seeing you on December 11th for the Krampus Kristmass with the Savages at Penny Road Pub. David, you want to give any links to where fans can check you guys out?
Oh yeah, for us, we are online at Facebook at 413 Rock and Roll. Also, our webpage 413rockandroll.com. Essentially, awesome. If you look up 413 in a band, that's another thing we like about the name. If you look that up, you're going to find us because there's not like a dozen.
Very original on that, that's for sure.
Hopefully.
And how about you, Straight Jacket? What are the URLs and addresses everyone can get a hold of you guys on?
Well, we obviously have a Facebook page. Everyone does pretty much. We have straightjacketromance.com, but guess what? That goes to Facebook too. You can find our promo video on YouTube if you type in Straight Jacket Romance promo. We have a 7.5-minute video that pretty much tells you exactly what we do and how we are on stage. It's a nice full package that I put together.
I think it's an Instagram too, but I don't know.
SJR Rocks 5, yeah. We're on Instagram. Yeah. You can find us on there.
I'm not the one to ask. You got to ask them.
December 4th, we'll be in Streamwood, Chicago Loop in Streamwood. We'll be there with Random Acts. So we look forward to seeing you guys there.
Definitely. You guys are game for plugging other shows. I'm okay with that. I won't be anal about that, so I'm okay with that. Definitely plug yourself. And that's what the whole thing is about. Even though, it's about one specific show, it's still about you. So definitely plug your stuff. Plug your shows. I'm game for it. Totally cool for it. So, but you guys, thank you so much for being on. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Again, it's going to be December 11th at Penny Road Pub. Everyone come check it out. The ladies owning the mic that night. Krampus will be making an appearance.
And it is Toys for Tots. Too.
And yes, most importantly, it is Toys for Tots. So please bring your brand new, unopened, unwrapped gifts to donate to the kids more than anything, especially with, everything that's been going on. The kids need us more than ever. And sorry, I'm having plug issues. There we go. And so definitely donate for the Toys for Tots and come hang out with some amazing people, then jam out with some killer bands and party with the Savages. Definitely looking forward to this, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
2 weeks at Penny
Thanks,
Road Pub. All right, everyone have a beautiful, beautiful day.
Thank you.
I will see everyone very soon.
See you soon.
Take care, guys. right, just throwing this added promotion out. You guys can actually leave the studio. Just let you know, or you can listen. I'm just throwing this out. Next Sunday, we have Sepsis on December 5th at 2 p.m. Joining me and the Savages for their podcast. It's going to be a killer show. Been waiting to talk with Sepsis for a while, and we've got that set up for next Sunday. So we will definitely see you then. You guys, if you guys want to leave the studio, I can talk to you afterward.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Savage Ladies Podcast, you guys. Have a good one.